Hey yo guys, what is up? My name is GoalieBoy41 and I'm here today with some Battlefield 3 F2000 gameplay commentary, but it's really not about the gameplay today. What I wanted to talk about is my 5 favorite games of all time, and I forgot to write them all down. So before we really start this, I'm gonna write down my 5 favorite games that I've ever played, or that I've owned, I should say. The 5 favorite games I've owned. And I gotta say, my fifth favorite game that I ever owned, we're starting at number 5, was 007 Nightfire. It was the first PS2 game that I ever had. If you want to see some gameplay of it, Kevin is doing a Let's Play of it right now, and I loved the game so much. I had only one game for about maybe 2-3 months probably, and that was the game that I had, because I had to pay for my PS2 and the game, and that was when I was like, I don't know, 10, 8. It was somewhere in between there, and that's all I had the money for. But I remember playing multiplayer with, it wasn't multiplayer, but it was split screen, and you could play against bots. So I would play with my dad all the time, and we would just have a blast. I still, to that day, love that game so much, and I constantly go back to that game. It was just a great game all around, and I just said, if you want to see some single-player gameplay of it, Kevin is doing a Let's Play series. I'll put the link to his first episode in the description. He really doesn't need a link. He's got enough subscribers as it is, but I just loved that game. And the single player was great. It took me forever to beat the final level. The final level was always really impossible for me, because the final level, you're in space, and you have this like super futuristic, whatchamacallit, your super futuristic laser, which takes up half the screen, and it took forever for me to ever beat it. But I beat it about when I was 12, and I was just so proud of myself, and I was like, yeah, wow, that was and then I went back to it about when I was 15, and I was like, I was easy as fuck. But I don't know, I think just because I had more experience and knowledge of the game, I knew what to do. And now, what was my 4th favorite game? My 4th favorite game of all time, that has to be NHL Hits Pro. That is a phenomenal game. My best friend Zach introduced me to that the first year I ever played hockey, and it was fucking best game I've ever played. You can check anyone you want. There's no rules except icing for all those of you who know and understand hockey. So you can check the goalie, you can hit anyone on the ice, you can blast them through the glass. It was just so much fun, and I had reckless tournaments with friends, with my dad, and that game was just amazing. It was so much fun. I can go back to that game and I can play 3 hours a day. Legitimately, I seriously mean that. I've had more fun with that game than I've had with any of the EA NHL games, which is great. I love NHL 12 and all the EA games, but nothing could top that arcade style gameplay. Now I gotta go on to my 3rd favorite game, which was Ace Combat 04. For any of you guys who know what that is, the new game Ace Combat Assault Horizon actually came out yesterday, and I wish I could play it, but I'm getting it for Christmas, and I'm hoping to do a Let's Play of it with my friend MX. But I just went back to this actually about a week ago. MX was like, try the Horizon demo, and then we were like, oh my god, this is amazing! So then we both went back to Ace Combat 04, beat the campaign. He's beat the campaign like 25 times. That's how obsessed he is with this game. This would probably be number 1 on his list for him, but the campaign is just phenomenal. I recommend that if you guys have never played Ace Combat 04, go pick it up. It's like probably $13 on Amazon. It's a great game. The campaign is only like 2 to 3 hours long, but has so much replayability, and that's what made it best. Now, secondly, what was my... Oh, yeah, duh. My second favorite game. I gotta go with Modern Warfare 2. That was my first multiplayer game. First multiplayer game ever that I've ever played. And I've had so much fun with that. I have 21 days logged on to Modern Warfare 2. And I've only logged on a day since Black Ops came out. And I got the game late. I got the game about a month late after all these games come out, and that's all I played. I had so much fun with it because I was such a noob. I was awful at it. I played the campaign and I was like, holy fuck. Holy fuck. And the way I actually got it was Black Friday that year. So no, it was actually like 2-3 weeks after the game originally came out, and my friend Zach had COD 4, had COD had World at War, but that's because he had an Xbox. He had an Xbox 360, and I was like, Xbox is gay. I'm gonna eventually get a PS3, which I end up getting a PS3 that summer. But my grandparents bought me Modern Warfare 2, and I just had so much fucking fun with that game. I can go back to the campaign. Everyone knows that campaign is probably hands down the best Call of Duty campaign out there. I personally hated the Black Ops campaign, and I only had about 10 days logged on to Black Ops, but I had 21 days logged on to Modern Warfare 2. And that's because at that time I only had like 4 or 5 PS3 games. Now I have like 20 PS3 games. That's a huge jump. That's 15 games in 1 year. Holy fuck. But yeah, I just never logged on as much to Black Ops, because it was a great game, don't get me wrong, but Modern Warfare 2 was easily my favorite all time. I'm getting a Skype thing, I'm just gonna ignore it. Gonna move on to my favorite game of all time. Hands down, was a game that probably a lot of you have never heard. Once again, my best friend Zach introduced me to this. Love you, Zach. And say hi to Brenna. I doubt you're watching this. But it was my favorite game of all time was Samurai Warriors. Now you might joke. I posted actually a special Let's Play of this, what was it, sometime this summer, and I've logged on at least 20 days on just one memory card. And I had about 5 memory cards with different saves on it, so I logged on probably about 30-40 days on that game, and that game was just so much fun. It was this arcade style war game where it's a third-person arcade style role game basically, and you choose between about 20 characters and you go play historical missions that occurred during the 15th century in Japan. And it was just so much fun. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching this video. Just tell me if you'd like me to do more videos like this. I thought this would actually be a really good idea, especially with all the PS2 games that I decided to use, because those games are cheap. Even if you never heard of them and you never will play them, you know, you might look them up on YouTube, you might watch a video, see what they are. I'll post like links in the description on Amazon, maybe. I doubt it. No, I won't. Okay. Yeah. So thank you guys for watching. If you want some more commentaries like this, leave a comment. So yeah, peace out, guys. What's up? Peace out. What's up? What's up, guys? My name's Gordy Boy 41, and this commentary is over.